I've spent my entire working life matching people to properties, and I get a huge kick out of it.
I believe that the only reason to move is if you've got the location wrong.
The battle of whether to stay or whether to go. It's being fought in homes up and down the country.
I would definitely love to stay here.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I'm heading up Team Love It. My aim is to convince people the expense of moving can be better spent transforming their existing homes.
She loves knocking down walls. She adores changing layouts of properties.
Well, you know what I'm about to do. Watch me, Phil, watch me.
Get the sledgehammer out.
But while I am busy trying to make their house better, Phil Spencer is seducing them with other homes.
As captain of Team List It, I'll be showing our homeowners the benefits of selling up and moving on.
It's just awesome.
Come on!
No, I think you did very well.
I'm speechless. Moving house is a nightmare. Who wants to move house?
Kirstie's going to have to work hard, which she's not really used to.
So after 2 months of Kirstie spending their hard-earned cash on a refurb and me tempting them to sell up, who will come out on top when we ask?
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
And tonight, I have the fussiest house hunter ever.
Parking going to be a serious issue here. Just one cupboard. Detached house? I don't know.
You're a funny man, you're a funny man!
So let battle commence.
These walls are major, thick and old, like other people I know.
Charming.
So far in our challenge to help warring couples decide between loving it and listing it, I'm firmly in the lead with 2 loves.
We are going to love it.
To Phil's one and only list it.
Cheers.
Don't get too comfy also. Something tells me I'm about to settle the score.
Which brings us to northwest London, heading to an area that was once home to the likes of Winston Churchill and Lord Byron.
So, 10 points if you just guessed Harrow.
Harrow is very smart, and it's also surrounded by very smart areas. Easy into town, easy out of town.
But actually, what are we heading into?
No idea, but that's the fun of the fair, isn't it?
That is the fun of the fair.
Yeah.
We're here to help Charanjeet and Ash O'Brien, a couple who run their own Bollywood dance company. Though lately, the only move one of them wants to make is to another house.
When we moved into this house, it was really, really good house, which we really enjoyed living here. And then we had 2 children, and they're grown up now. The property is not working for us.
So now you'll often find this couple arguing over whether to love it or list it.
In our house, we always make a family decision.
We try to always make
I mean,
but the end result is always, you know, I have the final say.
Yeah, we'll see.
While this 3-bed home, worth around £430,000, could be big enough for a family of 4, as Sikhs, the O'Broys have transformed one of the bedrooms into a prayer room. This means 17-year-old Prahbleem and her 14-year-old brother Manraj are forced to share.
And adding to the feeling of claustrophobia, their room is also used as the office.
It can get a bit clustered sometimes.
Squished.
Squished. You can't even storm out and be like, oh, I'm going to my room because this is your room.
Mind you, it's not much fun for Mum and Dad either.
You could probably have somebody screaming at the back going, bloody hell, you know, whatever. I'm not allowed to say that.
But that's just one of the reasons this family should think about listing. Another would be the complete lack of space downstairs, especially in the kitchen.
It just does not have enough space. I've got my fridge in my hallway, freezer in my living room. I think hardly we can get about 2 people cooking at the same time without getting in each other's way. I need more space.
The next challenge is the fact living in this house means 2 adults and 2 teenagers are sharing just 1 bathroom.
For some reason, you know, everybody needs to go to the toilet at the same time in our household. I have no idea why, but it does happen, yes?
Yes, it does.
If a family ever needed our help,
Good morning.
it's this one.
Good morning.
Hello, you must be Ash. I'm Phil.
Hi, Phil.
It's very nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi.
Though before you-know-who whips a sledgehammer out from her clutch purse, there is at least one question I need to ask.
Ash, am I to take it that you're the one that wants to sell?
Yes.
You want to buy something new?
Definitely.
Okay. Charanjeet, tell us where you're at.
I don't want to move away from here because, 21 years is a very long time. And when you have the attachment to the property and with so many beautiful memories you have, it's not just easy to wind up everything and just move away from here. So it's going to be really tough.
I think that the work that's needed here is quite dramatic.
Luckily, I'm just the person for the job.
Huge wasted space, lack of storage, tiny kitchen. Oh dear.
That's why there's a fridge in the hall, because there's not much room in here.
Right, OK.
Right, so up here.
From the looks of it all, Sop, you may be biting off more than even you can chew.
It looks a bit like they've just kind of given up on it. They've fallen out of love with the house and just existed in it.
I'll tell you what's happened. They started a business and they've got more involved in the business than they are in what goes on at home. Yeah.
Or to put it another way,
They need a new house.
so while Kirstie spends the next couple of months and their hard-earned savings righting the wrongs of this house, I'll be showing Charanjeet and Ash just how much house they can get from their hard-earned when they decide to move, which increasingly I'm thinking might be their only option.
You've got to be careful under this.
Don't touch it!
Deary me, they really have let this place go. They really want a new home.
No need to sound so pleased, Phil. I'm going to have to be quite tough with them. They're going to have to invest in this house, whether they want to sell it or keep it.
Yeah, it needs a complete overhaul. Extensions, roofing, driveway, kitchen.
Oh, it was simpler when we were just searching for houses.
I am searching for houses. Happy days.
Then again, no matter what they do, our love it or listers are looking at expense and upheaval. Their budget for a new home is £650,000. Add to that £22,500 in stamp duty and more than £6,000 in moving costs. Meanwhile, they're prepared to spend £35,000 on improving the house they already have, after which they'll be free either to love it or list it, with my alterations adding value.
It seems to me what has happened in the last 10 years is that you've been very busy with the business. And when you look at the house from the outside, you see things which are going to alarm a surveyor. So, regardless of whether you move or not, you've got to do some work to this house.
Do you feel that you'll still be here in another 21 years?
I don't mind, seriously, because as long as this house works for me, yes, I agree with Ash at this stage because of the family, children grown up, and it's not working for us. But I'm very confident that I can still turn it around.
So am I, Charanjeet, but we're not talking a paint job here. This is most definitely sledgehammer time. I need to stretch the O'Broys' £35,000 budget as far as humanly possible in order to create a more family-friendly space.
Don't forget the front of the house, Kirstie, because if Ash gets her way, this property is definitely going on the market. After all, she has one very long wish list for that new house.
Definitely
More space.
more bedrooms, and then if I have the extra space for my kind of dance studio space.
An area for you to dance yourself
Yeah.
and an area to have a desk
Yes.
and run the kind of
Correct.
administration side.
Correct.
But sadly, for Kirstie, it's not just this house Ash wants to leave behind. She's also quite keen to leave Harrow as well.
I wouldn't mind the neighbouring areas, like like Pinner, Northwood, those kind of areas, a little bit out of Harrow.
Which are more expensive.
Correct.
So you want more for your money in a more expensive area.
Yes.
But they're prepared to spend more money. I think we could find something much bigger, much better. Solve all problems.
Yeah. If someone can be dragged out of the house in anything other than a 6-foot box.
I think she referred to you, Jackie.
While convincing Charanjeet to move may be a hard sell, their budget of £650,000 gives me room to manoeuvre. Though for that, and remember, we are talking about London here, they want a minimum of 4 bedrooms, so they can create a prayer room and still give the teenagers their own rooms. They're also desperate for a lot more living space, and at the very least, want the potential for a dance studio.
The sooner you find them the house and show them what they'd have to pay for more space in a better area, the sooner they're going to commit some extra money to this project.
I have full faith in Kirstie that she will make sure that she does the house according to our specification.
It hasn't worked for the family for a long, long time, and they haven't moved.
That's true.
He who wears the turban is also wearing the trousers.
No, I disagree. I think Ash is on the way out the door.
I think Phil will definitely find me the property I'm looking for. I have full faith in Phil. He better not let me down.
In other words, let battle commence.
I would definitely love to stay here.
I would definitely list it because I need more space.
In Harrow, the O'Broys are a couple divided. While Ash is desperate to sell up and move on in order to give this family of 4 more space, Charanjeet refuses to budge. So now, it's up to us to help them settle the argument.
Naturally, my mantra is don't move, stay and improve, as I'm convinced this small house has huge potential.
Gotta go.
And while Kirstie tries to wave her magic wand, I'll be showing the family they can get something bigger and better if they sell up. There's no denying the O'Broys' budget of 650 grand is a healthy one. But my real challenge here is convincing Charanjeet to think with his head, not his heart.
Given that you guys have never actually, or not for a very long time, been out looking at houses, how are you feeling about the prospect of seeing somewhere new? And...
Yeah, definitely exciting. I mean, I'm...
Exciting, and it's also...
I'm excited.
I mean, somebody else is doing the job for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
That's me.
These are the experts.
Correct.
So
That's me.
Yeah.
Here I am,
Yeah.
ready
The
to go
magic
to work.
man.
Please, just call me Phil. Although for my first trick, I'm taking these 2 out of Harrow and moving 4 miles away to an area Ash is rather keen on, the desirable neighbourhood of Northwood.
Well, I've
Yeah.
got an absolute corker to show you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's good news for Charanjeet or not.
Oh, well... Please one, you shall please the other. Because it goes through the main person, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're going to get on fire now.
Mind you, it's Charanjeet I have to impress, though I'm hoping this all-singing, all-dancing mid-terrace will do just that.
What do you think of that?
To be very honest, the parking is a big issue for us, and we are an Asian family, and when we have the functions, parking is going to be a serious issue here. I can see straight away.
Absolutely, as I expected you to say.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been my first choice. However, once I got inside,
Right.
it blows you away.
Okay. Okay.
It does, Charanjeet, I promise.
Okay.
For a start, this character home has a slick, contemporary look throughout. It has 3 reception rooms, 4 good-sized bedrooms, there's even enough space for a dance studio, permission allowing, and unbelievably, it's also £85,000 under budget. Need I go on? Well, OK, I will.
The whole thing has recently been redone,
Okay.
and I think it's been done beautifully. They've done everything,
Okay.
including extending it at the back. So this would be living room.
Okay.
But come see the kitchen and how they've extended it.
Ah.
So you've got your kind of social space there, cooking in the middle,
Yeah.
eating at the back.
I love this.
I knew she would, but what about my reluctant lister?
What's in your mind?
I'm so much into through lounge kind of thing, and just coming into very small living room is not for me, actually, seriously.
Well, I always knew Charanjeet was going to be a tough customer. I doubt even he can find fault with the prospect of having 4 bedrooms, can he?
Straight away, you can see just one small cupboard. Again, the same issue here, just one cupboard.
OK, I stand corrected. But clearly Ash likes what she sees.
But each room is nicely, decorated.
Yeah, decoration,
nice.
again, decoration is good, but I mean, how? For 4 people, this is not enough.
Well, they may not be able to appreciate it quite yet. And I'm not saying that this is absolutely the house that they should buy, but I am saying this absolutely can deliver on all of their practical needs.
Given Charanjeet's so determined to stay put, I'll really have to pull out all the stops in order to make this a win for Team Listed.
Ash, don't give up on me.
Okay.
I'm only warming up. I'm only warming up. I'm learning as we go.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Don't let me down.
Yeah.
I won't.
Okay.
Kirstie, on the other hand, may well.
I don't think so, Spencer. While my 35 grand budget won't stretch to an extra bedroom or a dance studio, it does allow me to offer some rather creative solutions to the family's space problems downstairs. And all for roughly the same amount as it would cost the O'Broys to move. They're looking at over £22,000 in stamp duty. Add to that estate agents' fees, conveyancing and other moving costs, and you have a grand total of more than £29,000.
If this house is done as well, as carefully with the budget as we can, it will be lovely.
Yeah.
It will be really lovely.
My vision is to demolish the back of the house and build a single-storey extension, giving us the space for an open-plan kitchen and family room with French doors and a large picture window. The kids get their bedroom back, as there will also be a new office. Meanwhile, queues for the loo will be a thing of the past, thanks to a brand new second toilet. And finally, adding a wall here will also create a separate living room.
If we could achieve this, do you think you might want to stay?
Good question. I don't know. When you're set on kind of wanting to move.
I know. When
And
you're
then
set on it.
thinking, well, if I can, make that move that I've been wanting to do for a long time, will this be enough to make me stay? I don't know.
Though to keep the option of selling, we definitely need to do something about this property's curb appeal.
So someone comes along and the survey says the gutters are blocked, that this doesn't work, that doesn't work, this doesn't work. They're not going to ring up all the different people and say, what's the cheapest that can be done for? And I'm going to knock the cheapest amount off the price. They're going to knock the most expensive amount off the price.
Of course.
If Charanjeet and Ash do go with my designs, I think they'll be onto a winner, whether they stay or go.
You think this is going to be easy. He is absolutely a man possessed by a desire to stay in his own home.
Okay.
Whether or not he spends enough money to make that house nice, I just don't know.
But it doesn't suit the family.
I know it doesn't suit the family.
You can improve it, absolutely, but it still won't really suit the family.
Well, I tell you one thing, moving is not on the cards.
It is as far as Ash is concerned.
Be my guest. Get him out if you think you can.
Let's just say, Kirstie, I'm quietly confident, which means you need to get this house sorted for selling.
After almost 6 weeks of getting quotes from local builders, work is finally getting underway. But to achieve our ambitious plan and take care of those curb appeal issues, the O'Broys have upped the budget by £5,000, taking their overall spend to £40,000. Mind you, Charanjeet couldn't be happier.
It's going to make a huge difference to the family.
As for Ash's dance studio, or even that 4th bedroom, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. But I'm hoping the improvements we are making will inspire Ash to love this house again.
In terms of a new kitchen and the renovations that are taking place, I'm excited for that. Now that the dance studio is not done, really, that just gives me more of an incentive to move. So Charanjeet is not getting it his way because he's not delivering to that part of the bargain, the dance studio. So bye-bye.
I'll make a convert of you yet, Ash, because when I'm finished, this house will be unrecognisable.
With 7 weeks of renovations ahead, I'm hoping that's more than enough time to crack the tough nut that is Charanjeet.
And how things are going at home? Bit of a nightmare.
Yeah,
Very hectic. But they're still not making you any more bedrooms.
Yes, they're not actually. So true.
It's time for a change. Come on, it's time for a change.
Yeah.
And so, taking another baby step, today we're in Pinner, an area that O'Broys know quite well, as it's only 10 minutes from where they currently live. And here, both off-street parking and space are 2 boxes I can most definitely tick.
You can see the houses are bigger, the plots are bigger. Everything's just kind of upsized a bit from where we were in Norfolk.
Yeah, definitely.
Not only is this 1930s double-fronted semi beautifully presented, it offers 2 reception rooms and a kitchen diner. There are also 5 bedrooms, so 2 could easily be used as an office and a prayer room. Meanwhile, permission allowing, there's also plenty of room for Ash's dance studio as well. All that, and we're still under budget, just at £645,000.
Oh my God!
It's a bit of a ride, isn't it?
Nice.
Oh, come on, Charanjeet. You can do better than that.
No, seriously. Yeah, good.
Oh, I like.
Tell me, does seeing something like this help you on the journey to moving?
I think, for me.
I'm not worried about you.
Okay.
It's a nice area, upward area than where we are.
Yeah.
And
you're moving on in the world, Charanjeet. It's time for a change. Gear it up a little bit.
You know what, Phil, I'm still very keen to see other part of this house, actually.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
That is a good sign.
Because it's excited me up to what I've seen, but I'd like to see some more.
Good.
Sounds to me like Charanjeet might be a Spencer convert.
Why don't you have a wander upstairs?
Okay.
And I'll show Ash the garden, because the dance studio and that kind of thing could go up there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a proper smile, that was, isn't it?
I should be more excited than
No,
him
but that's what you always wanted, I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he's happy for me.
Oh, that's good. I'm really happy if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
Good man. Go on then. Ash, follow me.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Now, what was it Kirstie said about me wasting my time?
Down the end there, I just thought would be the perfect place for a dance studio.
Studio?
Wouldn't it?
Absolutely. So good. Love it.
I might be onto something here. Yeah, I can feel it in the air. Mind you, I can also sense that it won't be much longer before Charanjeet tries to cross his arms and pick holes in the house.
Only one thing is that we don't have any garage here.
Seriously?
Yeah, but you've got a driveway, Charanjeet. You seem to find something wrong in everything that...
But no, I'm very practical.
Because I'm the one who wants to obviously move.
Yeah, but
yeah.
But I'm very practical because obviously knowing how much stuff we have in the old house.
Yeah, but you're still not getting the space there either.
It is. I agree with that. But in order to convince me move away from the old house to a new house, I definitely need a garage in the house, which we are missing here actually.
I don't know. Could Charanjeet make this search any more challenging? Yes, of course he could.
Am I asking too much? Because I'm saying that it'd be nice if possibly detached house. I don't know.
You're a funny man, you're a funny man.
That's possible, is it?
Well, the goalposts are moving a bit, aren't they? At the start of the whole search, I actually thought Charanjeet was going to bring an open mind, and I thought he was warming up to the whole idea, but no, sadly not. Much mistaken, because every time I show him something, he moves the goalposts. Each and every time there's a new set of goalposts and another challenge. He's talking about wanting a detached property now.
If it is a detached house, then oh my God, I'm just over the moon. Seriously, then I can't ask anything more than that, actually. Yeah.
I might be good, but I'm not that good.
Moving to this house first time and buying this property, the excitement was amazing.
Do you think I can convince you to leave the property?
That would we will have to weigh both sides and decide from there. Actually,
Let's see.
let's see.
While Charanjeet and Ash O'Broy continue to battle over the virtues of loving versus listing their home in Harrow, I've spent the last 2 weeks pulling it to pieces in order to create more space and bestow some much-needed curb appeal.
Wow, look at that swanky wall. Wow, I can't wait to see how things are going.
Already the brand new extension is in full swing. The former kitchen is long gone, and it's easy to see the potential for the family room, home office, and of course, that downstairs loo.
My word.
Though I am a little worried that Charanjeet's going off-piste with the design.
And what's he having out here?
Yellow slabs.
Yellow?
Yellow dirty quick.
Like the Wizard of Oz?
Just like next door.
I can't see next door. Hold on. No, it's fine. I'll be fine. Nobody panic, okay?
The only person who'll be panicking is Charanjeet if he catches me slowing down the builders.
All right, okay, I thought you were talking about the yellow brick road.
No,
you know,
no,
like
no,
in the
slabs.
Wizard of Oz.
Slabs.
Okay. Okay, they're not too yellow. If he says anything really silly, ring me.
Okay.
Okay? I don't want to suddenly come here and find that he's made some kind of mad plan.
The grey look more nice, you know, to me.
I know the grey would be better, but that's fine as long as it's not bright yellow. I thought you meant that colour.
And with one style crisis resolved, it's on to the next.
What's happened to the big window across the back?
The Charanjeet found bigger kitchen instead of bigger door.
He wanted a bigger kitchen instead of a big door. He does things his own way, Charanjeet, doesn't he?
So we want a bigger fridge as well, American fridge. So
American fridge, he's been surviving with the tiny fridge freezer that's in the hall all this time, and suddenly he wants an American fridge.
that's his choice.
Where is this big American fridge going to go?
Yeah, just beside the door.
There?
Yep.
But you'll be coming in and looking at a great big fridge.
Yes, I know it's Charanjeet's house. But really, this will never do. I need to have a word.
It must go there.
Okay.
Right.
It really must go there because you can't come into this amazing new room
and have a fridge.
situation where you're just looking at the fridge.
Well, that's a battle I hope I've won. Ash is taking no prisoners, and she's still determined to move house.
You imagine you got all the cupboards fitted in
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's gonna be amazing,
Yeah.
and you're gonna say, "Wow, this is really, I really like that." And
I'm not saying I'm not looking forward to having it done. I certainly am. I want to see what the end result is, but would I still like to move? Yes.
I know you still
But I
like
still want to see what it's going to look like. So yeah, we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah. Ash is still completely determined to move. And the fact that Charanjeet is spending this money and having all this hassle, it's sort of an act of love. He's like, I love my wife, but I love my house, and somehow I'm going to try and make them love each other. Good luck.
But I'm not alone in finding Charanjeet something of a challenge. Our Pip is seriously struggling.
Well, I haven't found the right house yet. That much is.
Oh, bless you.
He's trying to make it hard. He is trying to make it hard.
Believe me, he's trying to make it hard for everyone. Keeping that poor builder on side is a full-time job.
But as much as Kirstie's performing miracles, she can't magic up a new bedroom on top of everything else.
I'm sure you're doing amazing work to the downstairs. But
Yeah,
at
the
end of day,
downstairs is fantastic.
Teenage bedrooms,
I know.
teenagers sharing bedrooms.
Phil, you're preaching to the converted. But, you know, we're starting with downstairs, and hopefully, if they decide to stay, I can impress on Charanjeet the importance of creating the right space for the kids. there's going to be such a strong contrast between bottom and top.
Yeah.
I mean, it is going to be really pear-shaped.
Yes,
It's going to
but
be
still.
big bum, no boobs, that house.
And when Charanjeet realises that too, I'm hoping the kids will finally get their own rooms. In fact, I can even offer them a little inspiration, as naturally I've already done my homework on attic bedrooms. The first priority, needless to say, is storage. At first glance, this room doesn't appear to have any, but cleverly the owners have made the most of every opportunity. Here, a long, narrow space has been turned into an asset. By placing the bed under the eaves, they've made the absolute most of the space and the light. Meanwhile, brightly coloured floating shelves are fun and adaptable for any age. Again, attic rooms are all about the eaves, and every space has been utilised in this simple but charming top floor bedroom. All food for thought for when the O'Broys finally tackle upstairs.
So far, Charanjeet's been a hard man to please, and he has constantly shifted the goalposts. His latest addition to the wish list, a detached house, which in Harrow costs on average around £770,000.
Since we were last together, presumably you've had lots of talks and discussions about
Yeah.
Yeah.
what we saw, what we learned.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Charanjeet's still got an open mind?
In my life, I always go with an open mind because you just don't know. Sometimes you're surprised. You have to be open-minded.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Because if he can cope with a semi-detached and Ash is happy to move only a few streets rather than to a new neighbourhood, then I think the absolute wow factor of this property will blow them both away.
You wanted something that was going to stand out, had a bit of curb appeal.
Yeah.
Front garden on the corner,
Ah,
quite substantial.
nice look from the outside, for sure.
Yeah, it's a nice look, yeah.
Well, I was hoping for a bit more than just nice. After all, this semi-detached home is stunning both inside and out. It has stylish entertaining areas downstairs and 4 good-sized bedrooms upstairs. Even better, at £610,000, it's 40 grand under their budget. But hang on, in the garden, there's also something that will definitely put a smile on Ash's face.
It's a dance studio, potentially.
Yes.
Very good.
Not only does this house have everything the family wants, it's also in the neighbourhood Charanjeet loves. Come on, surely this is worth a smile.
I like that. It's really nice, yeah.
Oh, we're getting somewhere, Charanjeet.
It's because we're back in
Still not.
Yeah,
Because,
maybe.
again, it's a local area where I want to stay.
Exactly.
And,
Where you can get a big semi-detached house, lots of bedrooms, lots of bathrooms, for $610.
610.
Yeah.
This is 610.
And how many bedrooms?
You better have a look.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
This is a master bedroom. Oh my God, with an ensuite bathroom.
That is
This
amazing.
is good.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Checking the pressure.
Oh, good.
Well, he's nothing if not thorough, old Charanjeet. But I don't think even he can find fault in this house.
So how did I do? Are there any faults?
No, I think
No.
you did very well.
Actually,
Come
we're
on,
speechless.
Yeah.
So I'll say you've done a
I think
fantastic
you did very
job.
well. Very well.
Really, really nice, Phil.
Your house has done you a wonderful job for, what is it, 21 years?
Yeah.
But this is in a different league.
This
Yeah,
is different.
definitely.
That's right. Yeah.
Definitely.
In terms of where the family's at now, in terms of how you live and how
Yes.
you want to live,
Yes.
how the business is developing.
Correct.
On the other hand, you don't know how home is going to turn out.
Turn out.
Yeah.
So it is important you give that proper time and attention.
That's right.
And get it as good as it can.
Yeah.
Because it's only by getting that as good as you can, getting it worth as much as you can, that you'll be able to sell it and possibly buy something like this.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
For somebody who didn't really want to move there, Charanjeet made one fatal mistake. He asked me to find them a house. You won't be doing that again in a hurry. I better let Kirstie know. Boy done good.
You may have won the battle, Phil, but after Charanjeet and Ash see how I've transformed their home, I'll be the one who wins the war.
It's a really difficult one to call. I've no idea.
No.
I think they'll
difficult one to
stay.
call. They're going to stay, Phil, and I take no pleasure in saying that.
Really? I find that hard to believe. While Charanjeet was the least willing house hunter I ever encountered,
Parking is going to be a serious issue here. We don't have any garage. Detached house? I don't know. Am I asking too much?
You're funny, man.
I finally showed him a house that had him dancing to my tune.
That is
This
amazing.
is good. I think you've done a fantastic
very
job.
well. Very well.
Really, really nice.
And his wife Ash is convinced that even the great Kirstie Allsop can't make her love this house again.
I would definitely list it because I need more space.
But today, after months of enthusiastic debate, it's time for these two to decide once and for all.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
It's decision day, and Phil's feeling confident.
I firmly believe that they should move. And I know that I showed them a house that they absolutely loved.
I firmly believe that they won't. Don't wind me up on this, Phil. Okay?
Okay.
They have lived in this end of terrace house for 21 years, and it was in need of some heavy-duty TLC. The downstairs just didn't work for the family. It was cramped and cluttered, and even the fridge was given the cold shoulder. But after 9 weeks of dust, drills and demolition...
Today, Ash and Charanjeet get to see their new home and decide whether or not they're going to stay. So, before we arrive and start lobbying, what do they think?
Wow.
Oh my God. That is beautiful.
So beautiful.
Oh, this is so nice.
See what you're up against, Phil?
2 words also, 4th bedroom.
And I've got 2 words for you, curb appeal, and that's just the beginning. A fantastic 21 square metre single-storey extension at the back of the house has opened up the ground floor, creating a stylish kitchen diner at its centre.
They have smartened up the
Oh, it's
outside.
much smarter at the
Wow,
front.
yeah.
Having hardly touched it in the 2 decades they've lived here, this house was dated and unloved. But now, a newly laid driveway, some much-needed repairs to the brickwork, and a brand spanking new front door say to me, welcome home.
Or, hello, new owners.
Good work.
Right, good work.
Is this a sign of things to come? And the wall?
I know. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Inside, there are big changes too, most notably, no fridge in the hallway. It's in the kitchen.
Fridge.
Fridge.
Yes.
No longer in the hallway.
Fridge. Yeah. And no longer in the hallway, yes.
No longer in the hallway, but the same size as a hallway.
The old kitchen was barely bigger than a shoebox. But now there's space, there's storage, and dare I say it, there's style.
This was an inspired choice, the red, because actually I would never have gone for that colour.
Really?
And yet when I see it, I just think it completely works because you've got the red sofas.
Yeah.
We brought the red chairs.
Yeah.
There's this really strong red, black, gold theme going on, and it's worked incredibly well.
Charanjeet, what goes through your mind stood here?
I think I can utilize every single space of this house now more efficiently as I wasn't able to do it before. So I think that is a very, very pleasantly surprised. And the whole presentation, how everything is being done, it's really nice. Feeling like in home, actually.
Yeah,
You know?
bringing all of our elements that we've had there before and enhanced the whole house and just taken it really to another level.
To another level. And,
It is a good house.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
It's still not big enough for you, but it's
Yeah.
a lovely house.
Not big enough. This once neglected dining room has now been incorporated into the kitchen, transforming it into useful family space with this table at its heart.
Blimey.
It's lovely.
It really is
It
lovely.
really is.
What did you guys
Wow.
feel when you first came in?
Actually, it took me by surprise. It was like, oh my gosh, is it my house? Because it
I'm not
doesn't
surprised.
feel like, the same old house that we were in before, no?
It changed completely.
Completely.
Yeah.
This may be an impressive renovation, but it's not got the dance studio Ash wanted for her Bollywood dance company.
Are you wearing your dancing shoes, Pip?
Phil, do you want me to illustrate it? Because
if I move the table, will you dance?
do you really want to see that?
Okay, you know what?
I know how to do this. You pull apart. You generally pull. Okay, right.
Here we go.
Right, okay.
Like
From 1,
Yeah.
2, and then round 1, 2, 3.
And then what do I do at the end?
And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like the
Okay.
kids.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it.
It might get a 10 from Len, Kirstie, but I'm still not convinced. Then again, it's not me that matters here.
Meanwhile, off the dining room stroke dance studio, in what used to be the kitchen, is a brand new home office, which means the children can finally have their bedroom back. And right next door, a second loo guarantees no more long queues for the bathroom.
Come on, I want to see some more. What's happened at the end?
Now, I'm usually one to take walls down, but I've decided to put one up. Closing off the sitting room has created an intimate space at the front of the house.
Oh, smart as well. The sofas were here.
Same sofa.
Same sofa set.
Totally same sofa. I don't hold with buying new furniture when it's not necessary.
The big difference is that the television is no longer the sole focus of the room. Now it's as much about having a smart place where the family can actually sit and communicate.
You could comfortably sit 7 or 8 people in this room. Yeah. And the way it's now arranged around the coffee table, it's not arranged around the TV.
I think really nicely done. I still feel
It feels still spacious, doesn't it?
It feels really spacious. It feels like a traditional front room.
That's right.
Well, it's got to look good for sale, Take pictures of it as it is today, on the market next week.
Could anyone get any more boring?
They have spent up, as the work has taken them £3,000 over budget at 43 grand. But they've made the house way more saleable and added at least £50,000 to its value. So, should they enjoy the fabulousness I've helped them create and perhaps carry on renovating?
Or are they tempted to make the move to a house like the third property I showed them? It offers them everything they're looking for and more.
Think back to the house that I showed you in Harrow. 4 double-bedroom, semi, massive plot, front garden, studio in the garden, in the back garden, massive prayer room.
I remember that. That was
of course.
That house was really, really good because you don't expect that kind of house in the area where we are in, actually. And so we were very, very surprised to see that kind of house in this locality.
It's still available.
Everything's been ticked off from this point of view as well from here in terms of space. Yes, not as much as what you've shown us. So I think where we stand is where are we going to benefit the most from in the current situation?
Then we have to ask you, are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
I think we're going to love it.
Love it.
No! No! Ash! What have you done?
It doesn't surprise me.
The most difficult person to convince to stay is me. I didn't think you'd do such an amazing job. It's actually felt like home.
Did you have a big sigh of relief?
I am. Yes, I am very relieved now, actually. and not only convincing her, but I got a beautiful house now, actually, which
is worth loads more.
I'm really looking forward to stay here. I'm really looking forward to spending my time here.
And it sounds as if that's a feeling shared by the entire family.
I think it just exceeded our expectations completely. It was just the colour, the space, everything was just like, wow.
Worth the wait. I love it. Thank you, parents. Thank you.
Even better, I've also succeeded in giving Charanjeet and Ash the renovating bug. So, an extra bedroom and that dance studio in the garden may soon be a reality.
We'll do it at our own pace, at our own time. But we're looking forward to that, aren't we? Like I told you, get this done, do it now.
I've already made a call to the builder again. Can you come back and just give me the quotation for the upstairs one? Exactly. And so he's coming back on Tuesday.
Don't you just love a happy ending, Phil?
Absolutely, though I do have one complaint. Me buying the drinks again.
Thank you.
Did I just see money come out of your pocket?
Again, yes.
Wow.
You did.
Oh, rare sight, the letter-spotted wallet.
Cheers.
Mind you, with the score standing at 3 love it's to Phil's one and only list it, perhaps I should try and be more gracious.
But you know what? God, doesn't that house look cracking?
It does, absolutely. They'll be happy now. You did a good job.
Here's to better homes.
Cheers.